Hi, I'm Harvinder Kaur. Welcome to video 5 of HPGD 1203 course. In this video, we will look at Bloom's taxonomy and its application. As early as 1940s, Benjamin Bloom had worked on a system that classified learning behaviors into different levels. He worked on the system with the aim of improving teaching and learning and assessments. The system of classification was initially known as domains of learning and later popularly known as the Bloom's taxonomy. The Bloom's taxonomy classification provides a useful structure in which it categorizes test questions. If students can determine the levels of questions that will appear in the exams, then they will be able to study using appropriate learning strategies. The three learning domains in Bloom's taxonomy are cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. The cognitive domain focuses on thinking process of the learner and how the learner processes his learning. The affective domain focuses on the attitudes, values, and belief and motivation of the learner. The psychomotor domain looks at the learner's physical skills, such as muscle movements and manipulative skills. This video lecture only focuses on the cognitive domain. Bloom classifies the cognitive domain of learning into 6 levels of competencies, starting from the lowest level to the highest level. We have knowledge level, comprehension level, application level, analysis level, synthesis level, and the final one, evaluation level. At level 1 is the knowledge level. Knowledge involves the recall of data or information that a student has memorized. This is the lowest level in measuring how well a learner processes his learning. The skills that will be demonstrated under knowledge will be observation and recall of information, knowledge of dates, events, places, and also knowledge of major ideas. And the question cues will be list, define, tell, describe, show, label, and so forth. The examples for knowledge level will be recite a policy, quote prices from a memory to a customer, state the safety rules, and the keywords will be define, describe, identify, know, label, and so forth. At level 2, it is comprehension. In this level, this is a measurement on how well a student understands what he has learned. It involves the process of interpreting and expressing what the student has learned in his own words. The examples for comprehension level will be rewrite the principles of test writing, explain in one's own words the steps for performing a complex task, translate an equation into a computer spreadsheet. And the keywords will be comprehend, convert, defend, distinguish, estimate, explain, and so forth. This slide shows some examples of questions that a teacher may ask to determine the achievement of a student at the comprehension level. The keywords shown in the slides are commonly used to formulate test questions for measuring learners' knowledge level of cognition. The third level is application, which is about applying knowledge to a new situation. A student who has achieved this level for some topic that he has learned is able to apply the learning in a new situation or in solving a problem. The examples for application level will be like use a manual to calculate an employee's vacation time, apply laws to statistics to evaluate the reliability of a written test, and the keywords will be apply, change, compute, construct, demonstrate, discover, and so forth. This slide shows some examples of questions that a learner may ask to determine the achievement of a student at the application level And the keywords shown in the slides are commonly used to formulate test questions for measuring learners' knowledge level of cognition. The fourth level is analysis level. Upon achieving this level, a student is able to break down an idea into smaller parts so that they can solve it better. The student is also able to distinguish between facts and inferences. The skills that are required in this level will be seeing patterns, organization of parts, recognition of hidden meanings, identification of components. The Q questions will be like analyze, separate, order, explain, connect, classify, arrange, compare. This slide shows some of the skills that a student may acquire in order to achieve the analysis level of cognition. The keywords shown in the slides are commonly used to formulate test questions for measuring learners' ability to perform analysis. Level 5 is synthesis. It is about the ability to formulate a new idea. A student who has achieved this level is able to restructure or rebuild into something new. For example, a student who is asked to write an essay based on some given keywords is required to have a level of cognition at the synthesis level. The skills that are required at level 5 are like creatively apply old ideas to create new ones, generalize from given facts, relate knowledge from several areas, predict, draw conclusions. And the keywords that commonly will be used are like adapt, integrate, modify, rearrange. This slide shows some of the skills to be measured that demonstrate the achievement of the synthesis level. The keywords shown in the slides are commonly used to formulate test questions for measuring learners' synthesis level of cognition. The examples for synthesis level will be write a company operations or process manual, design a machine to perform a specific task, integrate training from several sources to solve a problem, revise and process to improve the outcome. And the keywords would be like categorize, combine, compile, compose, create, devise, and etc. At level 6, it is evaluation. A student who has achieved this level is able to make judgments or decisions with justifications. He is able to defend his own opinions by making judgments about the given information. The examples for evaluation level will be like select the most effective solution, hire the most qualified candidate, explain and justify a new budget. And the keywords would be appraise, compare, conclude, contrast, criticize, critique, and etc. This slide shows some examples of questions that a teacher may ask to determine the achievement of a student at the evaluation level. The keywords shown in the slide are commonly used to formulate test questions for measuring learners' evaluation level of cognition. We have covered all the levels of competencies under the Bloom's Taxonomy for the cognitive domain. I hope this will be useful for your teaching and learning. Happy learning!